Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. Sunday, dinner time. Laid in bed. That's why I've got picture of Callum on because I've not got my slap on yet. uh, Went to Dennis's show last night. I'm going to cover that with Julian later this week. Uh, Good positive vibe about it. Nice to see Terry Chappendama commentating there. Uh, On to other things. Anthony Yard won, so he's going to fight Peter Beeb now. He has to be given credit. He doesn't shoot his mouth off, and he fought Kovalev, and now he's going to fight rematch Lyndon Arthur, beat him. So now he's going to have to beat a beef. So he's not shirking the challenge, is he? So fair play to him, and his trainers rinsed me loads of times, on he, and with Spencer Fearon, but we have to tip our hat to Tunde Ajayi. He's guided him well, and they've done well out of the job, haven't they? I would have liked to have seen him fight domestic fights like Callum Smith, Callum Johnson. It never happened, did it? But I think credit has to be gone to Anthony Yard, and I think Bricktop's done well for him as well. And his Bricktop's strictly business, in he obviously, but he's done well for him, hasn't he? And so good luck to him. Calla Sowland says it's not a done deal, Beefy versus Smith. So I'm having my doubts now. People are saying it's a done deal, it's a done deal. Well, Ben Shalom was saying that, but when has anything ever been a done deal with Eubank? You know, Beefy Eubank supposed to be fighting Beefy Smith, but Eubank just doesn't seem to fight, does he? He's very, very inactive. Look at his box rate. You know, he's hardly done anything in the last 3 years. But the Eubanks are masters at getting public relations. They love the PR, don't they? And is that what boxing's all about now? PR, because we've got Tommy Fury. He's not fighting anybody, is he really? But he's out there every day, isn't he? PR yet again. Is it all about exposure? We've got John Fury. He's been out of prison 7.5 years, not thrown a punch. But constantly in the news talking about fighting and gonna have fights. He's not had a fight. He's not had a fight yet. You know, so I don't know if is it about exposure and people wanting just to be out there all the time and be a face. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people I know in sport are disillusioned. A lot of pros are, a lot of trainers, a lot of ex-pros. Spoke to a lot last night, and let me tell you this, right? I've given small all boxing some shows stick for what they're putting on, but I'm looking at some figures, and let me tell you this. Obviously, I wasn't doing anything with Dennis for 2 years, whatever. I'm looking at some figures, and I swear to God, it is getting harder. You get a couple of pullouts or whatever, you're on your knees then, holding the baby, aren't you, with big bills for everything. It's it's very, very hard. So all them promoters out there, small, well, the guys that have not got TV deals, you know, they know who they are. People up and down the country. I sympathise with you because it's very, 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 very hard now. It's like a debate. It's Eddie Frank, and then there's the rest, isn't there? The also runs, but the also runs are struggling now, aren't they? It's very, very tough. Right, Josh Warrington's going to fight Lopez, isn't he? That's not far away, is it? That's a gimme fight for Josh Warrington. A gimme fight. They're setting it up for Leewood fight. Uh, that's a good fight. Leewood and Warrington. It's the question of who's got what left in tank in it, really. But like that's a gimme fight for Josh. But I wish Josh well. Dylan White, he's fighting shortly. He's trained by Buddy McGirt now. Is that a good matchup? We're going to wait and see, aren't we? Eduardo Hills tells us he's relentless. I'm relentless. So if you're relentless, Why are you stopping fights? You've stopped more fights than a doorman. You're just not letting the fights happen, Eddie. You're trying to block the undisputed happening. You said you'd never get in the way of an undisputed fight. You say, I'll never get in the way of an undisputed. Well, you're trying to get Usyk stripped, aren't you? But now you're saying, well, I'm just doing it best for my fighter, for Ergovic, that I share with Calla. Me and Calla have got a piece of Ergovic. Well, look, Ergovic has just been beat by Zhang, where he fluked a decision, didn't he? Usyk will take him to school. It's food and drink to Usyk, that fight. Food and drink. But what happened to Eddie Hearn, Mr. Relentless? Where's the relentlessness from Eddie Hearn? I don't know. So apparently Eddie's up in the offer for Jonas Harper. It's life-changing money. But I'm starting to wonder, are other promoters freezing Eddie Hearn out like the Americans are? Is that what's happening? Is it pick on Eddie? Because if it is, I'm going to have to back Eddie. So I don't like any bullying. We can't have that, can we? I'm going to have to be Team Eddie. If everybody freezes him out, I might have to cross over to the dark side. Oh, unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Dylan White, if he beats Franklin, looks like he's got Joshua, doesn't it, though? Right, looks, isn't it? Utter madness. Who'd want to pay for that on pay-per-view? Joshua coming off them losses, and Dylan White coming off a loss, and then fighting this waste man. Only thing we've got for this waste man to be determined is Eddie saying to him, if you beat Dylan, I've got options on you, and I'll give you £1 million to fight Joshua. 7 figures, baby. It's all about the Benjamins. Well, I see where Eddie's coming from. Dangling character. That Franklin is shocking, isn't it? He's a waste man. He is a waste man. Anyway, I just want to give a big shout out to Spartan Site Solutions, Civil Engineering and Demolition, and a big shout out to Welcome Estates. Click in the link below if you're interested in buying a property abroad, or if you want to refer a friend, get you sent 50 quid for somebody looking at a property plus commission. Get in touch with your Uncle Porky. PorkyCorner@mail.com. Well done to them people that sent that vile email to Welcome Estates. Well done. Trying to show me up, but we're already prepared for people like you. How embarrassing is that? He's sending enough to rubbish like that. If people are not phoning my sponsors up, they're emailing them. I was showing it Terry last night and Dennis in that casino, and they're like, what is going on here? I said, that's not what I have to put up with. Imagine what I get sent. Oh my God. It's a good job I'm thick skinned, isn't it? But, jeez. Hey, what can you do? What can you do? At the end of the day, I still think Fury Chisora is a terrible fight. So I'll get that little dig. And who want to pay for that? Fury Chisora. Fury power! Hey, now he's wanted to fight Joshua again now, Tyson Fury. Oh, wants to fight him again now. Yeah, he will do. He's coming off 2 losses and low on confidence. How's that a legacy fight? We'll fight Usyk and get this undisputed sorted. Let's see who the real best is. I'm fighting waste men that have seen better days. Yeah. So Eddie and Mr. Relentless, or is he? He's very quiet on the Conor Benn situation, and Eddie is coming out with all this laboratory and science and testing, and can't speak because lawyers have advised and contamination, and it's all going to come out, and he's going to be proven innocent. Well, at the moment he's proved guilty. It's a bit like going through a speed camera, isn't it? You're guilty. Now prove to us that it weren't you. It's not like innocent till proven guilty. No, Conor Benn's already guilty. He's failed 2 dope tests. 2. Guilty. Prove it. You've got to prove your innocence. Like I've just said, it's like we're for a speed camera, innit? Which I'm very experienced with. Trust me. So my argument is this. For a 48-hour turnaround, it costs £400 for a B sample. You know that? From any laboratory. I don't know what bar to charge, but there's laboratories up there at Magda in Rotherham. £400. That's all it costs. 400 quid. 48-hour turnaround. What, how long has it been now? How long has it been now? 2 months? 6 weeks or something, 4 to 6 weeks on it. Well, it's a bit madness, isn't it? Bit disappointing to hear Eddie saying he's relentless, but yeah, he's stalling with a Coley, making him fight one more time and offering him poor money, and then going on about how much you paid for the watch for him. Why would you do that, Eddie? Bit embarrassing that. And going on about, yeah, I got Carl Froch watch. Yeah, you got Carl Froch watch after Froch Groves at Wembley, but look how much you made. And then you thought, well, I'll get him for Chavez fight. And then you tried to shortchange him, didn't you? You're a greedy man, Eddie. So go with this 40 grand watch thing. You've made money off Lawrence Coley. Don't make out you want. You just have made as much as you want. Now all of a sudden he's an awful style and this and that, blah blah blah. But when you were team at Lawrence, it was a different kettle of fish then, wasn't it, Eddie? So disappointed from Eddie, but to be fair, he has put a show on this month and they did no tickets, so he's had hero votes for it as well. I mean, jeez, these casuals, unbelievable. But the Conor Benn silence. Oh, he'll be speaking in a couple of weeks. Can't say too much because lawyers are talking to me, but you know, it's testing and laboratories and science and contamination and well, it's Eddie. You're showing us everything, but telling us nothing. So do the right thing. Do what Bricktop said do. Do what Spencer Oliver said do. Do what Curtis Woodhouse said. Respect to people in the game. Do what these people said. Go and send off for the B sample. Why are we waiting all like this? Why? What's happening? Hoping it's going to go away. Stuff like this doesn't go away. But as regards Ernan Southland, trying to get that IBF belt off Usyk, they did the same thing to Fury, didn't they? After 16 days when he beat Vladimir, before Christmas he lost belt. So what fights do I want to see in heavyweight division? I want to see Fury Usyk. At this stage of the game, I'd take Fury Wilder 4, but Fury Usyk, and I'd like to see Wilder Joshua. I'd like to see Joshua put into orbit by Wilder, but I hope he gets home safe to his kids. Why is the Gad all of a sudden Tommy Fury's PR guy? Have you heard him talking, the Gad? Tommy's PR, that's all I can tell you at the moment. We are upsetting both parties. Like he's the man in the know. The Gad's annoying me. Feeling an ulcer coming on. Trust me, I'm feeling a ulcer. But that's about it, really. So I'll get you something out today. I think I'm going to put this on. This area. Oh, shut it. That's about it. So, okie dokie. Like I said, big shout out to Welcome Estates. Thanks for backing Porky's Corner. Big shout out to Cameron's company, Fable. They do event work and stuff, football matches, drone footage. Now, in association with Porky's Corner, I'm looking to do boxing shows. So it's all good in it, eh? All good stuff, all good positive stuff. It's 5 years since I started this channel. I hope you like the thumbnail. 5 years, and I never thought I'd last 5 months, to be honest. 5 years, and starting to enjoy it now. It's been a rocky roller coaster of emotions and ups and downs and this and that. Boxing industry is full of damaged people in it, and people that have been ripped off, and there's not many end up like Froch and Joshua, is there? And you know, Tyson Fury financially, it's a bitter, horrible business, rotten to the core. And I've seen it close up yesterday. I was sat with Julian ringside, and we've seen a few things, and Julian picks up on things. And boxing's got to change, hasn't it? Some of the statistics I'm seeing from not just one promoter, from a couple, the figures and that, and what turnover is and stuff like that. It was frightening. And you know, I've given Steffi Bull loads of stick for some of them fights he puts on. He's putting kids in. I won't say any kids' names because it's like too personal now, and I don't want to get personal today. But some of the kids who are putting on shows, you're fighting guys that have not had wins, you know, or one win in 40 odds, and shocking. But now I'm seeing what exactly these small old guys are earning now, and the heroes, in my opinion, because they're putting shows on and it's hard work and it's always a gamble. Anything can happen. 80% of fighters that pull out in fight week, don't they? It's too late then, isn't it? But what I want to know is why do fighters lie about how many tickets they've done? Like I said to Dennis, well, you need to be on them every day, how many tickets you've done. Well, what money you got in? Well, I'll come and get it. Because all that about, well, I'm owed this and I'm owed that, and so and so's having tickets and they've not took them. That's not sold tickets, is it? Like me having 10 cars on a 10-car pitch. And my business partner saying to me, how many you sold this week? How many we sold? I say, well, I've got 2 sold. They said, oh, that's good. Where's that? I said, well, they're coming for it. They're coming back. Well, it's not sold, is it, Russ? It isn't sold, is it? That's what it sells. Well, no, not exactly. Well, when it's sold, we'll talk then. And that's with tickets. Once your money's in your hand, it's a slam dunk, in it. And there's a communication problem in boxing between fighters who want to fight and them who don't want to fight. And I think there's people in boxing at the moment who just want exposure. Every single day they need that fix. Every single day, day in, day out, it's becoming addictive. They need that fix. But they don't want to fight. Fighting men that don't fight, or fighters that are saying they're doing tickets and they're not doing tickets. The promoters are picking up the tabs. It's not on. Come on, boxers, get out, get yourselves out there, sell yourselves. All right. Do the business in the ring. Be exciting. I want to see somebody come into boxing and be like that film with Tom Hardy, Warrior, where he doesn't say no, but he just ices people, doesn't he? And he fights brother at end. We need somebody like that, a quiet person that's going to ice people, like a Ivan Drago. Carry on. So boxing needs an iceman at the moment. Wilder's been found out, and we need a new iceman at heavyweight. We've got one at light heavyweight, Beat Beef. Which brings us to Spence Crawford. Why it's not happening? I don't know. They're from the same stable, but then again, why can't Katie Taylor fight Chantel Cameron or Terry Harper? They're from the same stable. The promoters, they're the ones pulling the strings. So, okie dokie. Before we go, I just want to say, Calla, why are you bigging up YouTubers when you're a boxing promoter? Why would you do that to this sport? Why? You want your cake and eat it, don't you, Calla? Calla Sowland, are your eyes bigger than your belly? Eh? You greedy pig. Go on, peace out. Big shout out, welcome estates, and good luck, Gary, with your diet in Mauritius. No cheating, or I'll be on you. You're getting weighed this week, okay? Peace out.